welcome to the second episode of Garmin Talks. Today we have a very special guest joining us. He is a Guinness World Record holder and a three-time TED Talk speaker. We are thrilled to welcome you, Sujith, here. We'll be diving into his inspiration journey of what he do and also his daily routine of exploring the technology, particularly Garmin, have played a pivotal role in his life and his journey. So let's get started and let's get into asking him what Garmin has played and how he have changed his entire journey of fitness.
Firstly, big thank you, Kunal, for having me.
Thank you so much, Sujit,
Thank
for
you.
coming and joining us here and
Absolute
letting us
pleasure.
know that what we do and how we have made a difference in your fitness journey. We first would like to ask you that what you do and what motivates you to move into a pivotal role where you perform all your lifestyles and fitness journey.
Right. So, Kunal, basically, I am born and raised here in Dubai.
Yeah.
So, Dubai has always been my home. And I grew up, did my schooling over here. And I am currently working in a bank. I'm a banker from the past 8 years. And I am also a personal trainer and a Guinness record holder. And also on the side, I'm a rapper, so I've released a couple of music videos. So that's my passion. So these are the 4 roles that I play currently in my life. And when we're talking about motivation, Kunal, it's more of the mindset that I have developed over the years. To answer you in short, I can tell you it is in a search, a quest to find out my highest potential. Power of the mind, resilience, being unshaken no matter what life throws at you is the key of winning in life, is the key of moving forward. And I try to use my everyday to do the best in that and try to inspire my generation, try to inspire a different generation of people out there to go seek out to be the best version of themselves.
We want to understand that how do you see Garmin as a brand, since we know that could you share the story with us of your fitness journey and your Guinness World Record where you have used Garmin and where you see this brand as?
I was always, I started fitness at a young age. I would say at the age of probably 15 is when I entered a gym. But when I got full-fledged, started working out, on a serious note, I would tell you was post my injury. As you can see, I'm in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
It was when I got in a wheelchair, how fitness transformed my life. And I remember, well, there was a lot of training going on for it on the side. I was do it on the day of the event. And when Garmin came in play, I'm like, I have to try it out. And believe me or not, every single road and map was marked in Garmin. Everything. That was like, it was very important for me. Like Garmin definitely, helped me out over there.
I just want to again ask you that in terms of as you said that in terms of GPS that it helped you a lot. I'm sure that you were definitely measuring all the other things that Garmin shows you while doing the trekking and while doing the race as well, because at the end of the day, race is not just about trekking and how much you're traveling and how much you're covering, but also keeping all your parameters, all your body checkups online so that at least that how much
Yeah.
it has come through and what have you put into. So having said that, what do you want to tell us that what played an important role in that?
Tracking your progression is very important. Which is something I've understood. You cannot just be working out and expecting that you will get that result one day. You have to analyze yourself, constantly reassess yourself, understand where you have to change. And for me, why Garmin played a very important role is because from other than the factors, because I used to be tracking my stress levels. It literally shows me my stress levels on different periods of the day. So that was a big indicator, a big alarm for me, where I have to change, what I have to change. Is it the pattern? Is it the habit? Is it the food? Is it the amount of work, amount of intensity? It helped me out in my calorie count. It helped me out in my sleep schedule. And, it shows, because recovery is very important. Like they always say, when it comes to workout, your nutrition, your workout, and your recovery. These are
That's
the
the
3
most
more
important,
pillars that makes a big difference. But I have to also add on the factor, from previously I've tried to use certain products, certain brands, but they never are specific for wheelchair users, and I've not come across any. And the biggest, trickiest part for me when I see people tracking their steps,
Yeah.
many of these watches do that when you walk and you have that hand movement, but for me, it does not happen with the wheeling part.
Correct.
Garmin has a specific feature
Yes.
that enables a wheelchair user to access for this. It's called a push pull tracking part. So you have a wheelchair access mode, you can activate it. And once you wheel, like once you actually physically wheel, it not only judges the movement and counts a step,
Yeah.
but it also takes into factor a person's ability of movement. Yeah. So I could confidently do it. You know.
Thank you so much for that. What are the basic features that you track in your daily routines?
So definitely for me, my calorie intake and my calorie expenditure, that's very important. So my heart rate monitor, because for me, when I'm doing high intensity workouts, I got to make sure that I am at that certain level of intensity. So when you have a tracking device that shows you that, like in actual figures, and you might feel you had a killer workout, but oh wait, actually in reality you only burned this much. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Haven't you had those days as well, right?
Yes.
Where you probably run for half an hour, you're like, wait, I just burnt this much?
Yeah.
No, man, I ran more than that, right? So these indicators, it's very important you should have accurate results for that,
Definitely,
because
yes.
you're using a lot of your energy, a lot of your time, a lot of your, a mental health goes into when you are breaking your body down.
Now, I just want to ask you, how has Garmin technology influenced your mental approach to training and competition?
I follow Mamba mentality, Kobe Bryant's principles. It's like you have to keep going no matter what. That's how life is. No one's going to hand it over to you. You have to work hard for it, and you will have a lot of barriers coming in your life for it. But you have to be strong enough to beat them all. You have to be resilient enough for them not to wave you, for them not to touch you, and you keep on forward, because everyone has problems in different ways. If you're an athlete, you have in different ways. You're a father, you're a son, you're a child, whichever way it may be. There are hundreds and millions of problems that everyone can have. But when you keep a mindset like this, I'm not saying in day one something will be different. I'm not saying in day two something will be different. But believe me, down the lane, you will start seeing yourself at a position where you are untouchable by these things.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
because of that, you'll start seeing your problems are way more smaller than it suddenly appeared to be. So it's mentality is very important. Resilience is very important. And you have to be unwavering, because people look up to you and people see fire in you. So what that gave me was when I started building and people started seeing that this guy has been through so much, but he's still so strong. He's still fighting. He's still believing he's going to be great. That inspired people. And when that inspired people and people started telling me that, dude, you inspired me, that gave me fire to push myself
That
further.
inspired you more, yeah.
That
Yeah.
kept me going further.
So I think this is a very good thing that you have mentioned that, everybody has a coping mechanism.
Right.
And then, everybody chooses different ways, and you chose fitness. You chose motivating
Right.
others through your fitness. And I think nothing better than that. So, Sujit, I think that was a very great insight. I think to summarize whatever you said in a word, I think be limitless is something that, we can conclude if you agree to it.
100%. 100%. It's a mindset, be limitless, because you do not have in the beginning of this talk, I told you, I'm in the search of my highest potential, and that is going to be limitless, because you're always going to keep pushing further, and you see there's always a little bit more to achieve. And, I think that is something people should understand, that they all are limitless.
Correct. Thank you so much for that. I think I would just end this interview by asking you the last thing, that when you use Garmin and when you compare your performance with other athletes or other competitors of yours, how do you feel a difference?
Challenges me. I can say that because with the accuracy I have, especially with these features, as a para athlete, I can talk about the wheelchair features, but even the other ones, the accuracy and the details that it gives me for my recovery, for what I consume and the amount I burn, it challenges me to push forward, because it's par by par. It goes with how Garmin helps me with the mindset I hold. And, that's what I like about it. That's what pushes me forward, because it's all about progression.
So, Sujit, as you said that, there are a lot of struggles that you have been through. How do you motivate yourself, and what gives you the motivation to motivate others?
I say this, the first thing, be limitless, be resilient with whatever you're going through. Let nothing touch you, because people need that. People have gone softer, I think, over a period of time. But I tell this to people, when you see yourself as a machine, when you see yourself that you will achieve whatever you put your mind and your heart into, and you have the belief in it, in here, and you can see it over here, I think you can be absolutely limitless, because the sky is the limit, and you become what you achieve, you become what you pursue behind, and there's nothing that can stop you. The only person that can stop you is you.
Thank you, Sujit, for sharing the incredible journey and insights with us today. It's been truly inspiring to learn that how your achievement, technology, and the Garmin has played a pivotal role in your fitness journey. We wish you all the best for your future endeavors and looking forward to see you breaking more records.
Thank you so much.